email me, I can shoot you a link. Yeah, because it is a really good video. Start to catch up with you guys. Is that cool? And then, of course, you have to now, we've seen stuff like this before. This is the easiest form of factoring, but if you don't think to try it, it becomes crazy hard. But what comes out? So then x is either 0 or 2. And do they both work? Yes, they do, because the one I was thinking of was 2. When you put a 0 in, 0 plus 1 is 1, square root of 1 is 1, and the other side, 0 plus 1 is 1. So that works. And when you plug a 2 in, twice 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9, square root of 9 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, it works. So in this case, both answers work. Sweet. So you could have a case where one answer works, 2 answers work, or neither. Nothing works. So here's the last level. Right. Dante's Inferno, the last level of hell. Oh man, ooh, 10, yeah. All right, that's kind of bad for what you got, Jeff? Let's see, we're not too crazy. I like it. Oh, okay, what? Yeah, let me make this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, jeez. So how many radicals are in there? 2. So what should not be surprising at all is eventually I have to square twice. Because there's 2 radicals to kill, right? If I try to get one by itself, the other one has the extra shit on it, right? There's no way to get both of them by themselves. One of them already is by themselves, right? So the first step on any radical equation problem is to get the radical by itself. If you've got 2, you can only get one of them by themselves. And then you can kill it. Now you're going to enjoy this. So if I square both sides, what must I do on this side? Here, I'll do this side. Whew, I didn't have to. What do I have to do on this side? I have to write it twice. And this is where your training will come in very handy. The reason this looks horrible, and it really isn't at all horrible, is because I know what square root of this times square root of itself. What's rad x plus 5 times rad x plus 5? X plus 5. All right, no problem. And then I get minus one of these, minus another one of those. All right, they're like terms. That's easy, right? It looks horrendous, but it isn't. And then negative 1 times negative 1 is plus 1. So then I get x plus 6. Is that cool? X plus 6 minus 2 of these. Let me stop there for a second. Whenever I get something new, I try to attack it with the way that worked before. I only worry when that way doesn't work anymore. So it looks like the way sort of worked. How many radicals do I have now in my equation? 1. Okay, good, good, good. So what do I do when I have an equation with a radical in it? Always. No. What do I do first when I have an equation with a radical somewhere in it?
Get it by itself.
Get the radical element by itself, so then you can kill it. with no other casualties, right? So just get the rad x plus 5 by itself. Let's see, what do I have to do that? And minus x minus 6, minus x minus 6. So I get negative 2 rad x plus 5 equals x minus 10. Oh, this is funkadelic. Now let me show you a little something here. Let me see if you guys are cool with this. This will make it so much easier. Do you see if I went one more step and I divided by negative 2, won't I get some fractions? Just one fraction here, but in general I could get many. So what I can do instead, I can always do this. The radical is by itself. It's got a little coefficient, but if I square both sides right now, I don't have to FOIL this side because it's all multiplication. What's negative 2 squared? 4. What's rad x plus 5 squared? X plus 5. And then this side I have to FOIL it out. Oh, it's Jeff. You made it. No, I stand by, don't worry. I have no problem with this problem where it is now. But it's even better than I thought. So when there's one radical in your equation, you get it by itself, kill it. When there's two, you get one of them by themselves, kill it. Get the other one, it's hiding in the jungle, get it, all right, now kill it. Keep going. Certain historical events in my head when I see them. I'm not advocating for being a tyrant. I want you to understand this. It's nice when nobody really gets hurt. The exes can't feel anything that I know of. Holy shit. Oh shit. My whole life. What have I been doing? So I get 4x plus 20. I'll be my deathbed and they're like, they just discovered X can feel everything. Oh shit. What have I done?
Be a mass murdered X.
I like it. I'll be dead, I don't care. Throw me in jail. I enjoyed it. And then, of course, at that same place as before, get that equal to 0, right? So this is one of those problems, gather, where students can suffer from the lack of stamina needed, math stamina. Oh yeah, right? And I kind of laugh at it because I had problems that took 20 pages to finish, but it's the old uphill both ways. What do I do now? Hopefully this thing will factor. Any factors of 80 that add to be 24? It's kind of in your face a little bit. 24. 24, yeah. Because 20 times 4 is 80, and 20 and 4 make 24, so it'll be, they both have to be negative. So x is either 20 or 4, and now you have to check it, and you always, I don't care what problem it is, check it in the original equation. The minute you did something, you could have made a mistake. So put 20 in. 20 plus 5 is 25. Square root of 25 is 5, minus 1 is 4. 2 times 5 is 10, minus 4. What was it? There's 4, Jeff. All right, I'm going to try something. Square root of 4 plus 5 minus 1 equals square root of 2 times 4 minus 4. So let's see. 3 minus 1 is 2. Yep. And 8 minus 4 is 4 is 2. That checks. So 4 works. Now let's do 20. Is everybody cool with what's happening? So if I put 20 instead, yeah, 20. So then I get 5 minus 25. Square root of 25, 5 minus 1 is 4. And then Jeff, if you could just write better, there you go, buddy. 40 minus 4 is 36. Square root of 36 is 6. No, so you got to throw that one out. So if I square it twice, I get even more chances to get bogus answers. Maybe. Okay. So let's do this. The last thing we'll do, we'll watch the video. Right, maybe I can get you guys to stay and watch it knowing it's the last thing we're doing.